Hey guys, so today's video is of how I assembled this cat mask for my son. Last minute character parade project that we had. I ended up purchasing this pattern from Etsy, 578. Amazing pattern, so easy to do. The first step is just printing out your pattern pieces. Couldn't be easier. Cutting out 17 pieces. It's not that many pieces. And then you just go ahead and you score all the lines. Now the instructions in the pattern tell you which way to fold your pieces, and once you've done that, you will have a whole pile, 17 pieces, ready to go and get assembled. Now for this project, because it was a child's character parade mask, I was afraid that Elmer's glue was not gonna hold it, or it could kind of come undone at the seams, so I ended up using a hot glue gun. I had to work pretty quickly, and if you make a mistake, it's really hard to fix it with a hot glue gun because you damage the paper trying to separate it and rip it apart. So that is one thing to think about when you are assembling it. I was on a time crunch. I needed it to be sturdy because a child is handling it, but it worked out fine. Now assembly is pretty easy. You take the first piece to the second piece. They're all numbered 1 through 17, and then there's these tiny little numbers that you have to match up, and then you know that you need to glue those together. The only thing that I did have kind of an issue with was the direction in which the tabs are glued. I had to actually reprint pieces 1 and 2 because I glued them wrong the first time. I put the tabs outside, and then I realized, oh no, the outside has to have a clean finish and all the tabs go on the inside. It was just an easy mistake, and once I reprinted it and got the hang of it, putting the tabs in the right direction, going inside the mask so that the mask outside has a clean finish, it was pretty easy to go from there. Now the assembly process took me about 45 minutes. Printing took me just a couple minutes. Cutting out the pieces took me about 10 minutes. Scoring all the pieces took me about 20 minutes. So I would say altogether about an hour and a half from beginning to end for this project. Now this is an adult size mask. I believe that the pattern does tell you you can modify it to maybe make it into a smaller size. I didn't research it only because I was in such a hurry that I just went with adult size, and because it's adult size and my son's head is smaller, I just ended up gluing a little tiny headband right in the center top of the mask, and that was what held it in place so it wouldn't shift like a bobblehead. So he was able to wear it through the parade. It wasn't shifting, it wasn't moving, it kept it in place, and it was just absolutely perfect. My only thing about this mask is if you're going to make it, I suggest using colored cardstock rather than painting it. We used watercolors to paint it gray. Not the best, but I would definitely do it again, and I would use colored cardstock.